dust in the air, knives in the dark, and a killer with unfinished business. It's slasher summer territory.
This is Play Horror for me. My name is Logan.
I'm Jesse.
And I'm Callie.
And tonight's movie is Scream, a.k.a. a.k.a. The Outing, a.k.a. The Butcher, the Baker, the Candlestick Maker. There we go.
There it is. That's it, folks.
Welcome back to your nightly program. Looks like we have another terrifying show served up for you. Don't you feel that horrible chill in the air, tingling up your spine? Don't you love it? Caller, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What do you need on a night like this?
Can you play horror for me?
You want horror? Play horror for me.
Oh yeah, we watched the heart-pounding 100 miles per hour thrill ride known as Scream. So
Just gotta hang on for dear life.
Hang
White knuckling the whole way.
It's fast.
Don't let Wes Craven ruin this for you. This is far better than anything he put together, okay, folks? So be ready.
We're joking.
It's all a
Maybe,
joke,
I don't
folks.
know.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
You're going to have to wait and see.
But yeah, okay. I don't know where to start, but y'all kind of start wherever y'all want to. This was y'all's first time seeing it.
Yes.
Yes.
I braced y'all, saying, "Hey, it's very, very slow. You may not know people's names. It's very slow." I can't emphasize that enough. It's very slow. But what did y'all think?
You didn't lie.
No. But I liked the vibe. But it was slow.
Yeah, and I don't know. I sound like a broken record when we do this because it's like, I just love the way it made you feel. True time capsule film. I feel like I'm in the early 80s, and I love that, and I wanted to be there. And I think in the beginning, I was a big fan of how slow it was because normally stuff I complain about being slow at the end, when you're already invested, you've already kind of been brought up to the climax, and then it kind of drags, and you're kind of let down. This one was fun in the very beginning, was because, you're really sucked in. You're like, okay, when's the first kill going to happen? Who's doing it? And so I think for the first 30 minutes, or maybe even 45, I was cool with it. But then when it never speeds up, then you're just kind of like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm going to have something.
Yeah, the whole thing is slow.
Yeah.
And maybe it gets slower as it goes along.
I think it does.
Or I don't know if maybe it's just me and my brain because when it opens up, it's like, oh, there are all these rafts and there's these big, beautiful mountains and you got the river, whatever kind of body of water this is flowing through here. It's beautiful. You're like, okay, yeah, it's slow, but we're building towards something. And then once they get to the ghost town, you're kind of like, oh, okay. And then you're like, oh, okay, the whole rest of the time. So you do want to know who is doing the killing. But then you kind of get to the point where you're kind of like,
I hope they come for me.
yeah, I hope so. I mean, maybe they'll get me. I don't know. But not in a bad way.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I don't want to say don't watch it. You should watch it.
No, you should watch it. You definitely should watch it.
This is a good, background film. You could have it going on while you're doing something else.
Yeah, I feel like this is a good, you're having a Halloween party, or maybe just a generic party. Because, it's really not Halloween specific, but, you're just having a generic party, and, as we do at our gatherings, you need Logan to put something on the background. Just kind of for some color, fun soundtrack,
soundtrack.
You just need a little something. And this is it. This is exactly what's needed.
Yeah.
Are we good?
Yeah, we're good.
No, because I feel like I'm glad you mentioned the soundtrack, and I'm sure we'll get deeper into that.
We're gonna have to
the
get deeper.
soundtrack is, it's the best part of the movie. To me personally, as soon as we pulled up the menu and it's like playing. I'm not even in the room, and I'm like, okay, I'm sold. Like, this is phenomenal.
And I would put this soundtrack up with any of Tarantino's movies. I mean, with any of the greats, I mean, I don't know who this guy is, but he outdid himself.
Yes, he's a rock star.
Yeah. So they must have paid him everything,
Yes.
and then we skimped on everybody else.
Yeah.
But then, and I know we'll get into it more too. I don't want to skip over the soundtrack, but like, there are some pretty cool names in this. It's like, the way you had set it up, I was like, I'm not going to have known anybody in this. This is going to be kind of a, these are people from my film class kind of thing, But then, and it's kind of that way in some of it, some of the younger folks. But then a lot of the people in it, you're like, oh, crap, these are some, big names or people who are at least recognizable for not just like one film, but very recognizable. And so I thought that was fun, too, kind of exploring people popping up that you're like, oh, that's cool.
He's like, a few of the legends and stuff. You just, but yeah, I guess we can get through the music first. But yeah, Joseph Conlon, I think that's his name. Yeah, absolutely perfect, and probably going to do an interview with him. I don't know if he's going to talk about this movie or not, but hopefully he does, because it was his first movie.
Oh wow.
And he doesn't. He kind of let on that he didn't really have many memories or much knowledge that he remembered of it, but hopefully I can pry some out of him, because, yeah, it's just, because he just eases you in. It just has that creepy mood and atmosphere. Kind of has, it's almost similar to like a Phantasm.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing, but yeah, I saw this as a kid, and just this music has just always been ingrained, and yeah, just perfect music. But yeah, just very slow, but yeah, you guys are talking about, it is interesting how they just throw you in. Like you feel like the characters you're just thrown in here, then all of a sudden people start dying.
Yeah.
And then, the story doesn't let you in on what's going on.
No.
They don't give you any clues, really, except...
No.
Because, like, even, like, the opening with, like, the candles and stuff with their heads cut off, it's like, that doesn't really tell you anything.
No.
No, it's cool. Like, I think it's a
Yeah.
super cool shot, but, like, yeah, it doesn't really give you any kind of... And then you're searching for a deeper meaning,
No.
and you're like, I can't find it. I don't know. So...
Because it kind of keeps going on,
Yeah.
and, because, yeah, it's like you do kind of wish that, because, limited budget, limited day, something shot like in 11 days. That's why it's like all the people that you recognize, they die off first, or they're only in it for like a scene.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, we can only afford them for one day, and we got them. But it would have been nice to have Woody Strode's character come in way earlier.
Yeah.
Because his character's super interesting, but you don't really
Right.
get too much about him, because
Right.
he's got like this ghost dog, like he's a ghost
Yeah.
or something. So
Can't afford it.
he's like, can't afford him,
But he's fabulous. Like, probably not probably. He is my favorite character in this. So,
because he's just the better version of Clint Eastwood. Is that what you said when we were watching?
Yes,
this?
yes. That's exactly what I said. I thought it was going to be Clint Eastwood, and I thought that was going to be okay, and then it was Woody Strode, and you're like, oh, all right, we're
Never
fine
mind.
now.
Thank
I
God.
mean, the Duke is dead at this point, but you feel like the Duke's alive because you got his son in it. You've got like half of the John Wayne stock company who were in like 3 million John Fords. So it's like I felt very at home with the casting, especially with us having gone to like Monument Valley over the summer. It's like the whole deal, because then you start reading about John Ford's guys, John Wayne's guys, and they're like, oh wait, several of them are in this, and so that was super cool. I wish Clint had been in it. Clint, if you're listening, you're the goat, okay? Woody Strode can't hold a candle to you. Don't you let Logan besmirch your name. We do need to interview him. I need you to send a request
yes.
out.
Like, I don't know. We'll even pay money if we need to. I don't know.
Here's $10,000. We sold the house.
We sold the house. We need 30 seconds.
Please. But yeah. Woody's awesome though. Super fun.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I don't know how much longer he survived after this, but he has that kind of just old vibe to him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
And then Hank Warden, is that how you pronounce it? Hank Warden?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he's just seems like such a cool dude.
Well, no, and like, I wasn't paying attention. You know, I mean, you just see this kind of old guy creeping around, but as soon as I heard his voice, I was like, oh, that guy.
Oh,
you know, and it was like, I couldn't even tell you what else he's been in that I've seen. I'm sure just John Wayne movies across the years, you know, my childhood and everything else, but it's like, he's just this quintessential cowboy, and I'm going to have to read more about him, but from what little I know, I'm sure you may know more, I think he was a cowboy before he was an actor, so he's like living the part.
Like it's real.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah, I did just brief little search. I think he did like 17 movies with John and a couple of John Fords, like The Searchers, and he lived till he was 91. Like I think 1992 is when he died. So, which makes sense because I'm pretty sure he never got angry before in his life or anything. So he probably never stressed out.
No.
But yeah, I do love his character. Like just him and his daughter's relationship because she seemed to really like him. It was just like, oh, this is Hank Warden. This is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I wish you were my dad. So, but yeah, great cast. Yeah, I think the director was a stuntman, and I think he worked with. I'm not sure if he worked with John Ford, but he knew all those guys and all those stuntmen, so he was friends with all those people. So that's why he was kind of able to get some of these names to show up for a day or two and get John Wayne's son, who shockingly had the least amount of lines in this movie. I'm sure he was a great actor, though. I'm sure he was great.
Well, no, because I kept thinking, and here again, slow, so you keep thinking, well, you know, he's really going to kind of come to the forefront. You know, he's going to be the main protagonist here towards the end, and then no, that didn't happen. So.
Because, I mean, all the characters are just kind of there. Like, they're just flat. Like, you don't really get their story, you know, so...
Which is hard to imagine because it's an hour and 20 minutes long.
I know,
So,
but no, there's no round characters really. Like,
they're just around.
They
just walk.
Yeah, they're just around. Not in a bad way. Again, you should still watch it. Like,
I just expect to, fall asleep.
yes,
Which is fun.
Yeah.
That's totally fine.
just let it happen
If you do.
organically.
If you start getting a little drowsy, go ahead and get the timestamp.
Yeah.
So that way when you wake back
Yeah.
up, you know where to back
There
it up
you
to
go.
and start
Yes.
again, you know?
Yeah, it's kind of like, grasping at straws for this one. But it's kind of like I don't know how to pronounce it, that liminal spaces the young kids call it. But like those kind of like, like the back rooms and stuff like those videos on the internet and stuff, where it's just, like it's just like kind of like first person POV and you're just like walking through a place. And, you don't get to know any of the characters and stuff, but you're just going off the vibes of the location and like the eeriness of it.
Yeah.
This kind of captures that just because I just love the fact that I've seen this movie so many times, but the only name that can stick is just Lou, but no one else's name I can't remember.
No.
Yeah.
Even though
Yeah.
they say multiple times, I can't remember to save my life. It's just Lou, and it's just like this movie seriously does not have a main character. It's like Pepper
No.
Martin. He's listed as the main character, but he's clearly not.
No.
And it's like you hate him. He's an asshole.
Yeah.
He's just abusive guy. All the characters hate him.
Yeah.
And the character that's part of the lead is Lou, but then all the other characters hate him
Yes.
and treat him like crap. It's like,
Yeah.
who's the main character? I don't know.
They just put Pepper first because that's a strong name.
Exactly.
So, I
Because
mean...
it's Dr. Pepper everywhere. So
That's
Well, I
true.
started saying,
yeah,
you need a
so...
pepper.
Yeah, I think that's really it because automatically at the beginning the credits are rolling. You see the Dr. Pepper cooler, and then top casting is
Yeah.
Pepper. Wow, okay.
Dr. Pepper
Of
cooler.
course, at the time I thought that was a lady, so then I was very confused, and I was like, maybe it's a slasher, gonna have a girl main. Okay, that's fine. And then what little backstory you get is that they've paid $100 a person to come on this wilderness adventure. You've got these two guys who are the guides. So then to me, the guides are the main characters because here again, they're going to kind of come to the forefront, be the saviors. Okay, we're the leaders here. Here's what we're going to do. And no, they're all just kind of sniveling idiots that sit around and wait to die. So
Yeah,
They don't know what to do.
literally.
Yeah, that is a lot. $100 for 2 nuts.
Yeah.
It's like,
Like
oh
the
my God.
giraffe in it. Like
Like
in the...
in
It's not...
1981.
Yeah, like...
yeah, I don't know that I would pay that now.
No.
It's like, back in the day.
You just sleep in bed like they had no pillows. Yeah, back would be gone. So it's like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're packing your own gear in and out, it's
Yeah.
not like, okay, you pack your stuff, we're gonna put it on the Jeep, and it'll be, we're gonna
Yeah.
take it down there. It's
Yeah, and you see their Dr. Pepper cooler. They have like the Lay's potato chips bag, lots of Dr. Pepper to drink.
Dr. Pepper.
I drink Dr. Pepper and I'm proud. I'm part of an original crowd. And if you look around these days, there seems to be a Dr. Pepper craze. I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper, we're a pepper. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? I'm a pepper, he's a pepper, she's a pepper. If you drink Dr. Pepper, you're a pepper too. Be a pepper, drink Dr. Pepper. Be a pepper, drink.
And then I don't know what it is they're eating at one point, but it kind of looks like dog food, and you're kind of like, I don't think I'd have paid for that, so not really sure.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
It was
but-
not good.
Yeah.
Well, and then it's like, it's fun. It doesn't have to make sense. But then, you do think about some of these things where it's like, okay, it's $100 a person. And so then you have these two guys who are, business partners or whatever. And so, okay, so it's like a business retreat, but they're not going to talk business. Okay, believable. And then everybody else
Yeah.
is just kind of like, they don't necessarily strike you as upper class people, and which is fine, but then we're paying $100, and it's just kind of this weird mix of people,
yeah.
Papa and the granddaughter, and just kind of the different cross section of society.
Yeah, the three girls and Lou and his friend that hates him, and
Yeah, like,
the two business partners.
yeah. Everybody hates Lou, though.
Oh, everybody hates Lou.
Poor Lou.
Yeah, it's so weird, and it is funny how, he's like it's 1981, so he's like the fat guy, but like in today, it's just
Yeah.
he's like he'd be the skinny guy. So.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, I was thinking about that at one point. And I was kind of like, they're acting like he's like some kind of like slothing around. It's like, I mean, I guess he's struggling more than the rest of you, but he seems to be carrying more than the rest of you. So like, I don't know. I just
He
thought
had to carry his chips.
it was interesting that he's kind of like the fat character, and like, now it's like I don't think that probably would hold true.
No, but it's like more the way he's portrayed than, or how how he's
than
written than
how he
how
actually,
looks.
yeah.
yeah. It's time to eat.
Yeah.
But even that's not bad. He's like, hey, I gotta pee. It's just like, well, yeah, you would gotta pee. So you would think the guys would be like, all right, let's go out and pee together. Then they're like, oh, you go out there and you fucking die or something.
Yeah, like.
And then he's like, hey, I'm hungry. And it's just like, yeah, you probably guys haven't eaten all day. I'd be hungry too.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck you, fat ass.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, just eat food.
Yeah, the vibes are weird with that
Yeah.
one.
Well, and then he finally gets him to, put the dog food together or whatever it is, and then they're watching him eat, and then it's like he gets judged for eating after
Yeah.
he's told him he's hungry. It just,
Yeah, and then he goes off, and then that's whenever it's like daylight, and then turns to night, and he's like frantically looking for everyone, and then they're all together somewhere, and they're like, "We've been looking forever for you." And it's like, where have you been looking? Like, what have you been
He's
doing?
left you.
Like,
We didn't think to look under the stairs.
yeah, where he has been sleeping the whole time. Like,
I know, it's just that, that's why it's just, this movie just, has that perfect just dream logic, because none of it makes any sense, and just, characters just go off by themselves, and people are dropping like flies. It's just like, hey, people are dead, but I gotta go outside and smoke a cig. I gotta go out there and get a beer. Or it's like, I gotta go out there and just look around. And it's just, none of it makes just any sense.
No.
Like, it's just decisions that you'd make in a dream.
yeah,
That's why I love this movie, is because it is like a dream, and where it's like you dream, and then you kind of wake up, and you might remember the location, but you don't remember like the faces or the people that you were meeting.
Yep.
yeah,
But you remember the location, and you remember, what, I feel like I did that one stupid thing, but I don't know why I did it, but I did it for some reason. So this movie just fully captures that. I'm not sure if that it wasn't the intention, but they got it.
yeah. But it does. Yeah, you're exactly right. Like, it doesn't have to make sense because it's a dream. Like,
Because they're in a ghost town.
yeah.
But it's just, Lou's a great character, and just and like, I was watching this last night, and I did not remember that the father from the mortuary is in this movie. So I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is a sign, right? This is like, it's not a coincidence, this is a sign that, okay, this is our next movie that we fully got to do, because he was the first person to die and stuff, and because he has that voice,
Yes.
like, well, now mother.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I knew, while we were talking, I was like, he's been in all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And so immediately I'm thinking he was in Green Acres.
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So, and I never watched Green Acres a ton, but like I saw it enough to be like, I think he was in that. So,
Because he was the neighbor, wasn't he?
or yeah, like the county
Or the
agent.
county agent or
yeah,
something. Yeah.
So, but then I think he's been in just a lot of other stuff. So yeah, he was kind of the second person that I saw in this that I was like, oh wait, this is cool. Not because he's necessarily like a major name, but like somebody who's been in a lot of stuff, And but I had forgotten that he was in Mortuary.
Yes.
So it's even better.
Yes.
Okay.
it's a son. I did not plan that at all. But
We're just lining them up,
yeah.
But no, I think he's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he's fun. And just, all the actors do fine besides, Ethan Wayne. He's just not good. He's not given anything to do, and he's still not that good. Right?
Yes.
he would have been great Logan if they had given him a chance.
They just didn't give him an opportunity. So.
It's like people are dying, and it's like, does this happen here? He's like, no, it don't. He's like, wow.
Yeah. Oh. Wow.
I do think it's interesting, to your point that it's like there is no leadership whatsoever. And I
Right.
know you don't know what you would do in a situation like this, but back to it being a dream sequence, nobody steps forward to be like, okay, here's what we're going to do. Like,
Yeah.
Instead of staying in the saloon that there's no way to secure it, let's go to the sheriff's office
Yeah.
where there's only one way in and out. We can block the door. But they don't do that till half of them are dead.
Yeah.
It's just like, but then I think a lot of it is true of so many things in life where just nobody steps forward to say, hey, this is what we're going to do. Because I think most of these people were just sheep and would have followed anybody who stepped forward, but nobody did. So then they're just sitting around waiting to die.
Let's just sit by the open door, and let's just sit here, and then
Yeah.
and
We'll
let's
see
just
what
wait and do
happens.
nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go off and investigate an opening door by itself.
Yeah.
Let's just go.
Oh, I wonder
just
what
go
that
out there.
is. Let me go over there real quick.
But yeah, it's just it's like I would have caught catch the town on fire or something.
Yeah,
and then
like-
hopefully people will see it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all dry wood, so
Yeah.
it'd be pretty easy to do.
But I know it's just it's just like even as a kid just watching it, it's just like seeing people just go off by themselves, and it keeps happening over and over
Yes.
again. It's just like, man, what is going? This is very excessive, but it just gives it off this cool vibe, and yeah, it's very funny to watch. Yeah, just the vibes and everything. Yeah, I bought this at Suncoast Video in Clearwater the same place I bought Children Should Play with Dead Things. But like for some reason, this movie reminds me the most of Magic Video, just because the grain and just the way the film looks, it just has that early '80s vibe, and just the music, and it just reminds me of just looking at the horror section of Magic Video, just all those '80s covers and everything, and slowly fading away and everything. But so that's why I really love this movie.
Better times.
It was better.
Well, no, and even better that you brought the VHS.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
the whole mood is set, and back to just put this in your VCR, hit play, and
There
enjoy.
you go.
Go do some other things. You probably won't have missed anything. Come back through and just check in,
You say, yeah, because this movie does have this movie is the movie I've seen the most where I just start at night and I fall asleep because it's well over 1,000. Because I got the VHS and I had to buy 2 DVDs in case one DVD broke because I wore it down so much because I didn't want to go at night without it.
Yeah.
And I got the Blu-ray and I got a 4K of it. 4K came out this year. I don't even get a 4K player, but I bought it.
Just in
And-
case.
Just
in case. But yeah, it's just well over 1,000 times, and this movie just put me to sleep and stuff. Because it even has the lullaby in it when
Yeah.
when Hank dies.
Yeah.
And then the daughter's doing rockabye, whatever the fuck. And it's even that, it's just man, this movie is trying to put you to sleep.
Yeah.
Well, no, and that's the beauty of the soundtrack is just overall, but then also is it's not jazz, but it's easy listening.
Yeah, it
and
is
so
easy.
then
It's
you've got, and of course, I know that's what a good soundtrack is. A lot of times, is something that doesn't go with what's happening in the film, but this one does it so well
Yeah.
because it's you got kind of these upbeat tunes, easy listening, and then people are out here dying,
Yeah.
and you're just totally at peace. It's I'm peaceful about this. I don't
fun.
care,
Yeah.
And so yeah, the whole movie's kind of like a lullaby in that regard. You just It's as calm as killing can be.
I know, right? I know, it's just so calm, just easy going, and just, yeah, you got Lou's theme, which is kind of like the dumb theme, whatever, and it's kind of silly, but it's still fun, and it's just still, still charming and easy listening. But yeah, it's just, this soundtrack, it's just, because, like, I would seriously pay probably $5,000, I'd probably pay $1,000 to have this on, like, vinyl. Like, if there was, like, a vinyl record from, like, 1981.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine?
It's like, oh, my God.
Getting the scratch.
Yeah.
Oh,
A
yeah.
little bit of gravel.
Just get the clean tracks, just get like the full songs by themselves and everything. This would be, because like a lot of people hate this movie because it is boring and slow, which is very understandable. Very understandable, I understand. But it's truly just one of a kind because like you're not even, it's like you're observing from afar. Almost it feels like you're not really part of the action. You're just kind of, it's like you're the camera, and like the camera takes so long to pan across the wall. We pan down the street probably 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Like here's this same boarded up window, and
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to know what the dolly operator made because, if it was a power dolly, that guy had the best job in this movie because they had to have him there every day for hours, just driving that camera around. But, no, it is, I hadn't thought about it that way, but it's almost like you're the town. I mean, in the beginning, you like see the river and stuff, but it's like you're almost the buildings just kind of watching all this happen, like it's happening around you and in you, but you're not participating, really. That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just one of a kind. Yeah, I guess you could say the ghost town's the main characters, so we're seeing it from his perspective and stuff. It's like, man, these people are here, and then there's this ghost thing. So, like, do y'all understand what everything, like, understand what all happened, the ending and everything?
I think so, but I want us to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to.
Yeah, because that was another thing. You come to the end of this journey, and you're like, especially toward the end, or what I thought was the end, which was actually the middle. But you're like,
but wait, there's
I
more.
need there to be a concrete resolution. Like, I can handle how long this is if it makes some kind of sense at the end. And so then we got there, and I was like, I don't love it. But then at the very end, you're like, okay, I like this. Like, I like the ending, the bookend, how we kind of put it together and how we show what we showed in the beginning, but then we show more of it. Mm-hmm. And so it's kind of like it's letting you in on a secret. And so I thought that was fun. So anyway, Callie, you need to say your thoughts.
I don't have any thoughts right now. So
Do you understand the ending?
I'm still trying to wrap my mind around it because I can't. I've got several different theories in my brain, and I don't know which one of them is the one I need to follow. So
Explain them. I mean, I don't fully know because
I don't know.
I know on the director's commentary, it's like, listened to it like years ago. He started going into explanation, but I didn't want to know because it doesn't really matter what the director thinks. It's just what matters what the viewer thinks.
Right.
And I didn't want that clouding my judgment, so yeah, you explain what you think happened.
Well, so okay. I can't think of his name right now.
Because we didn't know it.
No,
Charlie Winters, Woody Strode.
Woody Strode. Is that who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The black guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, probably cut that out.
He's either Indian or black. I
He's-
forget what he is.
Whatever
white.
he is. Okay.
Oh yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Anyway.
because he's so he looks like just a mix of a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, and he
that's
looks
what
like
makes him
he's
cool.
like being
No.
carved out of wood in like the best way possible.
Yeah.
Like he's just worn looking, which
Yes.
That Native American look, just
yeah.
I'm pretty
stoic
sure.
as hell.
We'll have to look. But
Yeah.
I thought he was fully black.
So, okay. I don't know because like he's kind of this ghostly presence, like you said. So like he's riding in on a black horse. He is dressed in all black. His dog is like a Rottweiler that's mostly black. And they come out of the fog.
Something's outside
Something's
knocking on the
outside.
door.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So
We're gonna die.
Okay, so you have like all of this. It's like kind of there's something going on here. You don't know what it is. He brings the body. There's really no explanation from where the body came from. He just has the body here. I don't know where the other person's at. I have no idea. Whatever. He doesn't really tell them that, but they just kind of surmise that. But then they're just sitting here watching him smoke his pipe. Okay, whatever. And then he gets on the horse and he leaves. Okay, so you're like, there's something weird going on here. But then, at the end, he shows up again. But then he disappears. So you're like, but then he leaves his compass. So then you're like, there's still something weird going on here. And like at the very beginning, before the first kill, well, not like right before the first kill, but like whenever they're walking through the ghost town, like they walk past like a dark alley and there's like this big plume of smoke that comes out. And you're like, oh, is he sitting back there smoking his pipe? Because like when he's smoking his pipe, you're seeing lots of smoke. So then I'm trying to connect that in my head to see if that's what it is. Like, is he there the whole time? Is he the ghost of the ghost town? Like, but then why does he let them see him? But then at the end, you see the picture of the captain. So you're like, okay, so this, you feel like it's bookending it, kind of like, okay, he was talking about the captain, maybe he was the captain, whatever. It all makes sense. Is that what you were saying, Jesse? Kind of at bookending things?
Yes and no.
Okay. Well, you can talk more in just a minute. Logan's have to cut all this out. But then, but then with the statues, so this is a different tangent, and I don't understand. So you have the butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker, which is fun. So at the beginning, you see the head cut off, the baker and the candlestick maker, and the butcher's holding the bloody chopping knife, or whatever you call it, cleaver, I guess. But at the end, all three of their heads are cut off. So you're like, is that supposed to be symbolic of something? What have I missed? I don't know. I think I'm just not intelligent enough to understand. So please, someone else talk.
I mean, it's like, yeah, like, he tells a story about the captain and stuff, and, like me and the captain, behind that wheel. And then he talks about how they were given, like, a new ship and, like, a crew, company men, whatever. So I don't know, like, did the company men kill the captain? And did he, like, die? Like, did he get killed too? Or did he just, like, die? And now in death, in the afterlife, now he's going to avenge the captain by killing off the three people that killed the captain, whatever. No, this is the last one, so... So, like, now, like, when he kills this last killer, whatever, this ghost, and then that's why the compass falls, because he kind of fades away. It's like, all right, his job here is done, and they can kind of cross over to the heaven or hell or whatever he's going, so... He's
at peace. Maybe so.
But I don't know. But I don't know the full story of, like, the butcher, the candle. And, but, like, I don't understand, like...
Is that just...
the history of that.
Yeah.
What that means.
And then, like, the old couple that show up at the end. What's their deal? Who are they?
You know who they are.
It's Dewey. It's Deputy Dewey and Gail Weathers, but... they're here.
Drop in.
The dewdrop.
But yeah, I think they just worked with the rafting company, because he said, like, oh, they'll be here tonight or in the morning. So I say they just
they're from the ranch.
They just,
whatever.
I guess found them from.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to me, that's like you're kind of setting up the bookend. So you've started the movie with the beginning that you're like, what's this about? You see the beheading, and then it's normal. They're all out here for their little deal, and then it kind of devolves into the madness that follows, and then we start to climb back out of that. So then. The return of Woody Strode, drop the compass, then we bookend it by the couple showing up, so then you kind of have completion of the arc of the rafting trip.
But why do they show up at night?
And then, been looking for them all day. They didn't know where they were. Took them all night to backtrack. And then you have the, kind of the final completion of the bookend at the, back to the captain's cabin.
Yeah.
I personally believe, I like what Logan said, because I hadn't thought about dropping the compass being like a completed mission.
Kind of like it's over.
So I think that's fun, but I think that the captain is actually the ghost, and I mean, I guess Woody Strode sort of is, but you never actually see any of the kills. You never actually see what happens. So I think the captain inhabits the town and is doing all the killing, because my understanding of when Woody Strode's telling the story is that his captain could put that ship in any hell that was put in front of it, but then they didn't give him a ship. Those company men took it away, and this is like, as we said previously, kind of a ritzy business retreat, at least for the only two people who we really know why they're there. Everybody else, we're not sure. And so, but I wonder, is this a common stop for like rich people? Oh, we'll take you out in the wilderness and we'll take you out to this town. So I viewed it personally as the captain is avenging these company men who, you know, have their money. It's really, to me, it's almost a comment on capitalism, but you know, that he's avenging these people who thought they knew better, took the ship away from him because they knew better how to run it, but then they don't really know how to do anything. So they'll come out here and he can kill them. But then that kind of leaves a hole for Woody Strode's character. I mean, he's the minion and the helper, but then what role does he play in this? You know, is he part of the torment that he comes by almost as a savior, but then doesn't really do anything to help them? You know, is it part of prolonging their agony? But then they don't end up killing all of them. So then you're back to what you said about rather than killing everybody, is it just killing certain ones? You know, the two businessmen were the first two to go, but then why do you kill some of the other ones? So I don't know. It's not perfect and I don't love it, but that's where I went. But then I also thought that, you know, alternatively, at one point you see one of the bodies on the floor moving after they've put him in the sheriff's office. So I'm drawing a blank on the guy's name. Green Acres guy and mortuary guy. Yeah. First one to die. You know, was he actually the killer? And so somehow manages to fake his own death, or the girl who finds him is in on it with him. And then they start killing everybody else off. And then Woody Strode is just a figment of their imagination as they're, you know, under duress and out here alone and perhaps dehydrated and everything else. So, some thoughts.
They've got their Dr. Pepper. They're not dehydrated.
And cold beer. They got cold beer.
Cold beer. No, that's a good, okay.
With a cold Dr. Pepper, you'll never go thirsty.
Especially with that sugar-free.
Yeah, that is interesting. Yeah, you just never know. They could be going crazy and just imagining him, and because he's just in and out just like that. And yeah, just him just killing the captain. Yeah, I like the idea of the cat. So like you're thinking like the captain kind of just lives in this town now and just kind of knocks off, you know, rich people or just rich people that he thinks.
Or like those who wronged him, to your point. That was my thought. I mean, I don't know that, like I said, it doesn't perfectly fit. I feel like if this was like more like The Fog, I made that joke earlier, but if it was like kind of this old town on the ocean, that would make more sense. So it's kind of like, I don't understand why would the captain inhabit this ghost town. I mean, it's on a river, but not quite, you know, I don't know. So, but yeah, that was my thought after seeing the ending.
Okay.
I was a sailor, you know, for 40 years. Sailed the Horn 35 times. Many times. Night like this. We'd run before the wind. Me behind that big iron wheel. And the captain standing her face into that watery hell. That old man feared nothing. Me and the captain, we came here when they give him nary another ship. They were cruel men. Them's that run the ships. Company men. The captain gave me this the first time I sailed the Horn.
The historical material you're about to hear has been distributed as a public service by Magic Video. And now, Forgotten in Time presents Spirits of the Ghost Town. 'Twas the American West, a stoic, sun-bleached land that still echoes with whispers of fortune, glory, and violence. Old saloon doors creak in the wind like souls still walking through them. Rusty nails, hammered by calloused American hands, still holds up what little remains. Each year, more of these places vanish. They turn to dust, and so do their memories. But some places, some memories, do not fade. They linger like a ghost, always a-watching, always a-waiting. And one such place lies in the remote edges of West Texas, Terlingua. Terlingua is a mining town long since buried by time, still standing above the Rio Grande like a sentinel. But Terlingua has been waiting for us to come alive once more. This time, blood in its veins. Yes, back in its heyday, the money and the whiskey flowed freely, and so did the blood. Some folks never wanted it to end, and for one of them, it never did. Death couldn't stop him. Decades later, a group of strangers wanders into the ghost town looking for a getaway, maybe even a taste of the Old West. They thought they were alone. But in Terlingua, Texas, no one is ever alone. What's hiding in this ghost town? Something old, something vengeful, something forgotten in time.
What was the name of the town this takes place in?
Terlingua.
Does that take place on the coast or anything?
No, it's in Texas, so it's like right on the border with Mexico. So when we were there back in the summer, it was close to Big Bend National Park, which is on the Rio Grande, and that is kind of how the Rio Grande looks. With the mountains behind it and stuff.
Rafting.
Yeah, and there were a lot of rafts, so. Yeah, it wouldn't really be close to anything like that. So that's a hole in my story.
Like I said, filmed at Paramount Ranch next to Spawn Ranch, but probably I don't know, but
probably
looks like it.
It does.
But it is funny how they try to be like, hey, this is in Texas, like University of Houston, the Houston Oilers.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like maybe they took the boat from, and he kind of just was like, I'm just gonna live on the Mexico border and just drink my pain away or something. And
yeah.
Could just come in this town and made it his, hellhole or whatever, and then he died, but he just kept staying, and Woody's gonna free him or something. It's like, all right, you gotta end this reign of terror or something. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe so.
Yeah, because it is like you said, the drop in the compass does kind of seems to symbolize mission completed in some regard. So then there has to be some completion to what he's trying to do, but then I don't understand exactly what it is. Because, my narrative, it would be killing all of them, not just some.
Yeah.
But, maybe you kill the older men who are the more business wealthy people, and then you leave the kids alone because they're not really part of what you're... I don't know.
Interesting to think of it. But yeah, it's just, but yeah, like you said with the fog and stuff, like, it does have, like, fog vibes, especially, with the fog bank coming in, and then you get the bells, and it's the exact same bells from the fog that, John Carpenter used and stuff. Yeah, it just gets off that cool vibe, and just this old sailor just kind of telling a little story and stuff.
Yeah, because I was just joking, when I first said that when we started watching, and, you got the painting and everything like that. But then, yeah, it was kind of fun
Yeah.
that there were some parallels.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna look up real quick the Butcher the Bank. Oh yeah, like Lou. I'm sure they called him Lou because of Lou Costello, Abbott and Costello, because
Oh.
doing his second-rate version of that and stuff.
Gotcha. Yeah, makes sense. Also, to circle back to our earlier conversation, not that it's terribly important, but Woody Strode was mostly African American, but there were some Cherokee in him from his grandparents. So you all were dead on the money.
No, that was Loki.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, it's kind of like just kind of like a Charles Bronson, where it's just like you can't really tell what they are.
Yeah.
No.
It's like they're just truly one of a kind.
Yeah.
Just
Yes.
looks and
Yes.
attitude, just everything. Just,
But then have that weathered look and
Yeah.
that Charles and Woody both had, even when they were 20 or 30.
Yeah.
Where it's kind of like they've lived a lifetime of experiences, and you can just see that on their face.
yeah, that's why. Yeah, he's just so cool in this, and just wish he was in it more. Just give him some more lines and stuff. Just him smoking a pipe is. It's more entertaining than just painting across boarded up windows. But
Yeah.
even though I do love ghost towns, that's why it's one of my favorite movies. I just love ghost towns. The idea of a ghost town, and
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's fabulous. And the fact that the whole movie happens there, because
Yeah.
at first I thought they're going to be here, but they're
Yeah.
going to move on. But then it's like, no, they just kind of hunker down, and the whole thing happens here. Yeah, but Woody and his pipe and the dog, it's just a fun little collection.
yeah, the butcher, the baker, candlestick makers, like I don't know, nothing really means anything. So
Okay.
I don't know.
They're cute little statues. Props to the lady who sculpted them. So
She did well.
They're fabulous.
Because I've always heard of like that as a concept, but I don't really know what it means or if it's a story or.
Like I think it's just a like rub-a-dub-dub, scrub in the tub. So it's just something that you do for kids, whatever. So
You say, okay.
Yeah.
which again goes with the whole nursery thing. Like you got the nursery, girls singing the nursery rhyme thing, and you got that, and it's purposely made to put you to sleep.
The whole thing's a lullaby.
It's a
Proud to say, none of us fell asleep.
No.
So
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
No. I mean, we did record this earlier than usual. However, we still didn't fall asleep. So. And not something we typically talk about, but since Logan has a VHS, like the cover art is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like I kind of want it on a poster. I mean, it's beautiful. Like I don't know. It's
Yeah, the Vestron. I guess it's the only time it was ever put on VHS. But yeah, just holding the sickle,
sickle,
Yeah.
or scythe. I don't know what you'd call it, but
kind of for the moon. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh,
it's
so.
fabulous.
And just like the back, it just gives off the early '80s vibes, and yeah, just it's absolutely perfect. I got the theatrical one sheet on my room, like the original from like when it was first released, and it's the one that's on the Blu-ray cover. It's kind of like I don't know, kind of like a silly kind of illustration of a woman singing. Like it looks like something that'd be like on a kid's book or something, but it's like a huge poster on my wall, just because this is just one of my favorite movies. But I would love to have a big poster of the Vestron release.
Fab.
But yeah, definitely one of the best VHSs. It's one of the best titles of all time, so
It's true.
would not be used again. One and done title. So
Never.
when Wes, tries valiantly but fails.
he tries. But the back cover kind of makes it seem more. They try to play it up to be a little more entertaining than what it is, But
Yeah.
It's just a lullaby.
but even as a kid, like I watched this so many times as a kid, and I guess I was just tuned into the frequency of what it was doing. So, and then like the end with the axe scene. I won't talk about best kills, whatever, but I would say the axe to the head when the guy gets pushed off the balcony.
Yeah.
You think, oh, that's it, and then just boom, quick shot.
Yes, it's fabulous.
Good jump scare.
Yeah.
I remember just rewinding that and just watching that over and over again. Like, oh, wow, that was awesome.
Yeah.
No, because you don't expect it at all because so many of the others, take place off screen or it's just kind of implied. And so it's kind of very sanitized, and so it kind of lulls you into thinking that the whole thing's going to be that way,
Yeah.
and then it's suddenly not. So it's fun. Yeah, I would definitely have to agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, best kill. And it's just, I love the, oh my gosh, the meat cleaver on the wall, just how that looks, just the blood dripping and just the brightness of the blood. It's really cool. And,
hanging it back up and then taking it down, you get to anticipate, what's going to happen.
I do want to know where those are all hiding, though, that they can never find them. Like,
Well, I don't know that any of them have the sense to look for them.
I don't think that they do.
Oh.
That's the thing. It's like they don't really try to find a solution, like y'all said. Like, they're just letting it occur.
Yeah.
Like,
because like if I'm paying $100, it's like I'm not going to bed. It's like, hey, I'm gonna look.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my money's worth. I'm gonna pawn some stuff and take it with me. I don't know.
Yeah, so someone's going to have to
something,
give
yeah.
here.
But But again, they only had 11 days to shoot, which is very, very short.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Especially with that many actors and shooting at night.
yeah.
And I think it looks good, and it's just a fun vibe. But and this, I like how, like, it's like we made fun of them all falling asleep at the same time, but then they kind of were like, hey, it's like, why did we do that?
Yeah.
So I guess just this ghost just has this power over the whole place.
Yep, able to do that. Because I kept trying to think, is this a person? Like, is this one of the group, or is it an external party, or is it not? And it is kind of fun that you can't really narrow that down until towards the end, that it's like, okay, I guess it could be a person, but there are just too many things that are not explainable.
Yeah.
So it has to be, some kind of ghost spirit, something like that.
Yeah, that is kind of interesting. Yeah, it's just because it's just so ingrained that this is a ghost story. But yeah, it's just like watching it, it's like, oh yeah, like they don't really let it on that it's a ghost. Like they kind of make you think like, oh, this could be just a random guy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some crazy person that lives in the ghost town, or
Yeah.
whatever.
It's like a business partner killing off his other partners.
Well, yeah, because for me, you kind of expect it to have some sort of very like concrete motive that's going to make sense, and then it's like, no, it doesn't. That's part of the fun
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to make sense.
No. Like the mirror, I think is fun. The mirror that's in the saloon, like it's this broken mirror, and so like they all know this broken mirror is there. And then at different times they look in it, but then one of the dirt bike guys, he looks in it and doesn't see himself. And then he looks again and he sees himself with a bloody face. Then he looks again and he's okay, and then he's dead.
Yeah.
So I think it's a fun, like, little kind of side character almost that, like you said, like it kind of leans into the, oh, this is something paranormal that's going on here.
Yeah, that is such a cool shot. Just
Yeah.
the way it's done is it's simple and it's not overdone or nothing. And I'm pretty sure like that guy's like he has to be like Chris Kattan's like father. If you Kristen from SNL.
Oh yeah.
Like Mango Boy and
yes.
Norm Macdonald always makes fun of him and stuff. But yeah, he looks and talks just like him. So it probably has to be his father, I would imagine. But one person dies getting a beer, and then the other person dies smoking a cigarette. So we hit them all.
There it is.
Can't have the vices, kids. All we're missing is, somebody, getting plowed in the loft of one of these buildings, being one of the first to die. That's the only vice we're really missing,
Because you got the three girls, they're like looking at the, Ethan Wayne and stuff. They're like, hey, aren't you guys gonna make a move?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's the Duke's son, okay?
Exactly.
So,
yeah, that's the only thing it's missing. But at least they got their Dr. Pepper and Frito-Lays.
That's exactly
yeah,
right.
it kind of makes up for it.
It
I mean, who
does.
really
It
needs
does.
sex when you got Dr. Pepper and Frito-Lay,
I mean,
And it's like they were official sponsors. I don't know how much they paid, or they might just. I think they just gave them free Dr. Peppers. Just so
you
they
want
can
us
have
to
it
be
on
a
set.
sponsor? Yeah, there'll be 2 12-packs down there
yeah.
for you.
And a cooler.
I hope that can make it last for 11 days.
And a good classic I'm a pepper hat,
Pepper hat.
I mean, and the Oilers, they didn't have to give any money apparently because they didn't get anything in the credits, but heavily, featured.
Star of the show.
Yeah.
Star. It's a beautiful hat.
It is.
I got my Houston Oilers jacket on just for this episodes. My late uncle's jacket. It's got Miller Lite on the side, and it's got some other stuff. I don't know what that is, but it's got some.
Looks brand new.
It's got
Strong,
some badges.
Now we're just gonna have to get you the hat.
Yeah, you need the whole thing. So.
I know, just yeah, I can be Lou for Halloween or something.
There you go.
Yes. We're gonna have to get you some, nice denim overalls.
Yes.
But
I know, yeah, it's just some sleeping bag. I was trying to look at the interior of the sleeping bag, but I couldn't make out the design.
no,
Yeah,
me
I
neither.
don't
I kept
know
staring
why.
at it because at one point I was like, "Is that blood?" No,
No,
it's just the design.
Yeah.
But what is it?
It's just like, is that a kid's thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it almost, I don't know if it was like dinosaur. I don't know what it was, but yeah. But yeah, Dr. Pepper cans are beautiful, and yeah, the fashion, the flashlights, everything's awesome.
Yes.
Good time capsule, but yeah, such a good movie, and the whole just nursery stuff, and just singing like a nursery, falling asleep. It's just. Yeah, it's almost like a kid's nightmare or something. I don't know, like maybe the director had this dream when he was a kid or something, and
Brought it to life.
he's like, I'm gonna make this movie or something. But he did a good job for what It's not a great movie, but it's very enjoyable, and I love it. So.
And you need to watch it.
So he
Yes.
succeeded. So yeah, it's like. So we talked about good and best kill. We talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
Best fashion, of course, Houston Oilers. So, anything else I missed?
Well, I think last time, I can't remember if we said we were going to do it or if it was just like we could do it. Best car. But then...
The GMC.
Yeah, I mean, it's the GMC at the end because it's the only car. So
One of the black horses, okay.
the horse...
The horses.
the horses. Or
Just-
also another sponsor, Kawasaki.
Yeah.
And the two
One of
dirt
the dirt
bikes.
bikes.
So that's important. We need to do our ratings. Unfortunately, as we already touched upon, we can't really give it a knockers rating. Ward's going to be upset. So
What of a Dr. Pepper can rating? A 12 out of a 12 pack.
a product placement rating. So
You said-
definitely 12 cans out of 12 cans.
Yeah, I have a 12-pack. Oof. My heart says 12 out of 12. But
Listen to your heart.
But I know it's not.
It's okay. It can be for you. It's personal.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, Lo.
For the Dr. Pepper, I'm going to do 12 out of 12, but for my 1 out of 100, I'll do something different.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. It's always hard having multiple scales because what if I screw up my math?
Math on this shit.
We don't
We don't believe in that. We can't do that. White County education. I'm going to say it's tough because it is so slow that you kind of want to like just rip it apart, but then you enjoy it too. So it's like I'm going to come in at a 7 cans out of 12.
I was gonna do 7 cans out of 12.
Oh, sure
as
you
well.
were.
So, because I was like you. I was like, should I do less? But it's better than a 6-pack.
Exactly.
So
Get a little one extra.
one extra.
Yeah.
You know,
And I
one to
think-
grow on.
Yeah, I'm thinking
so-
if you did a 6-pack or any less, that's implying I don't think you should watch it.
yeah,
and I do
but
think
like,
you should watch
I think
it.
you should watch it. Like,
But I'm not going to tell you to expect 10 cans.
yeah, exactly.
You know.
Yeah, so you may need to drink an entire 12-pack to stay awake, but if you're gonna watch it before you go into bed, it's the best time to watch it.
That's right.
So still watch it.
Ease into it.
7 cans out of 12.
Yes. All right, out of 100, Logue.
Well, Callie should go first for this one.
Oh, jeez, that means I have to do math. But then, like, does it have to reflect the 7 out of 12? What's the math? on
I
that?
think we're going to waive it. I think we're going to
Okay,
waive
good,
it. You know,
thank
we
you.
don't need a marital dispute.
Um,
Ward was concerned.
Was he concerned?
Was concerned.
Was it all left in there the last time?
I'm sure it was.
Had a therapist call. I was like, y'all need help.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna say like a 75 out of 100. Again, that seems low, and I don't like giving it that low of a rating. But like it's still passing. So you still need to do it. You know.
Yeah, and, I mean, you're not even close to, on the. I mean, you're well above passing. You know, it's not
5
even,
points.
Yeah, well above.
Yeah.
Okay, well above. Yeah, I was actively trying to think about this as the movie went on. Okay, where does this need to land? And originally, I was going to say a 65.
That's too low.
But then it is too low because I really liked the ending, and I feel like that really, because I was able to kind of button it up in my mind a little bit, it redeemed a lot of things. So I'm going to give it a 70 because it's passing, and then also because of my autism, that equates to, close to my 7 cans. So
Close, yeah.
math stuff.
I think that math works. But
Yeah, math stuff.
Oof, I don't know.
100.
Part of me wants to say 90, but then I'd be 5 points ahead of Mortuary. But then I really love this movie because
Do it.
it's just all vibes and
Just do
vibes, atmosphere, and music.
It's your heart, love. Listen
Love
to
it.
your heart.
Just listen to it.
I'm going with 90.
I like it.
So I love it so much, and you got 2 great legendary actors in there, and characters with no development, no arcs, no nothing like that, but you got the vibes and you got the music. So.
You got the vibes and the music, and what else do you need,
John Wayne after John Wayne was dead. I mean, that's kind of what this movie is. You've got all the friends and family, and
a little reunion special here, but yeah, I think 90. Good vibes.
Yeah, it's fun.
Vibes, yeah, it's that great early '80s feel. This is my favorite era for slashers.
Oh, you can't go wrong. Yeah,
it's the film grain and just super low budget. Just still looks beautiful though, even with their limitations. And but yeah, so watch it, enjoy it, fall asleep to it. Doesn't matter.
Anything you want.
Do what you need.
Anything. But yeah, thanks for listening. I think we're done. So.
Yeah.
We did it.
We did it. Scream. All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. Bye.
Bye.
See.
That's what happens when you're dealing with an idiot. He wouldn't have enough sense to shit if his mother didn't call him every day and remind him.